What's going on with you guys? The TheCaliEffect, King of Games here. And today, we're going to be doing something a little bit different from the normal. We're actually going to be giving you guys a competitive Yu-Gi-Oh deck for, that's right, under $100. Now, I do understand that there are a lot of players that either A, don't want to spend a lot of money on Yu-Gi-Oh, or B, can't afford to play Yu-Gi-Oh at the high life that the TheCaliEffect may be playing at, and it's very understandable. So this video is aimed towards bringing you guys competitive decks that are under $100, or just showing you guys some decks that just so happen to be under $100. So I want you guys to also bear with me, because while the goal is to make this at or under $100, sometimes we just might go a little bit over. So if you could scrape a little bit above $100, we just might get there. Okay, well, I'm pretty sure we'll be able to stay under this $100 bill. Can we go to like 200? Like just no? Anyways, guys, so Amber has actually put together a box, and what is this box for?
So in that box, it has one deck that me and a couple of fans decided that we want you to build under $100.
Ooh, okay. I like this box idea. Might have to use it in a different video. So what's in this box?
A card.
What's in the box, though?
A card.
You're not going to tell me. I'm just going to do it. Boy, Christmas came early. What deck did we get? I draw. Boy, we are going to be making, is it Pendulum or Endemion or Pendulum? Is it just Pendulum?
Pendulum.
Okay, just Pendulum. We are going to be making a Pendulum deck under $100. Is this like Endemion cards in here? You just put a whole bunch of Endemion cards in here. You're a little cheater. So anyways, we are going to be making a Pendulum Endemion deck, or just a Pendulum deck for under $100. Hopefully we can make one that can top a high level event like a YCS or a Nationals, and get you guys a pretty decent deck on a budget. So let's just jump right in. I'm the TheCaliEffect, and if you guys want to see more videos like this, then make sure you destroy that subscribe button, but also be sure to hit that notification bell, because, well, we just too strong. Also want to give a special thanks to every single one of my Patreons. Without you guys, videos like this would not be possible. So without further ado, I present to you how to build a competitive deck for under $100. Is it how? It's not how. I'm just building it. I'm not like showing you guys how. Okay, I get whatever. Okay, guys, so before we actually get into building the deck, if you guys are purchasing from TCGPLAYER, I strongly urge you to go to any one of my videos. Go ahead and go to the description, and then go to follow this link to go to TCGPLAYER and buy your cards, as well as support the TheCaliEffect. It does nothing additionally for you, like there's no extra charge or whatever, and it really helps us as content creators, or me as a content creator. So we're going to be building a competitive Pendulum deck for under $100, and immediately the first thing that comes to mind is Servant of Endemion. So I'm just gonna go ahead and type in Endemion. And the reason why Servant of Endemion comes to my mind is because you do not want to be Nibiru'd in this deck. And Servant of Endemion actually gets you to Mythical Beast Jackal, which essentially prevents you from, being Nibiru'd. So this is, in my opinion, the most important card to any Pendulum deck, right behind the Mythical Beast Jackal. Now, if you can't afford those two cards, I mean, we kind of made this video to have it under $100, but if you can't get these two cards, I would strongly consider just not playing the deck, unless you want to be Nibiru. Now, granted, people aren't playing Nibiru like they used to, but still, you better have it than better not have it. And Mythical Beast Jackal King is actually a free negation, places 2 spell counters every time a spell card is activated, and on top of that is another reason why we don't have to go super expensive. Once we get that, we don't really need nothing else. I'm gonna go ahead and complement the Mythical Beast Jackal King with Mythical Beast Master Cerberus. And since Jumpman already has 4 copies, we're gonna go ahead and pick it up. And looking at it, you guys are like, TheCaliEffect, you're already at a quarter of the way through. What are you gonna do? Well, I'm gonna keep spending them big bucks, because as long as I'm under 50, I think I'll be okay. So going to the next thing, I'm gonna go ahead and get Mythical Beast Garuda. I think we only need one copy of that. You know, even though Jumpman has two, I'm only gonna get one. I'm gonna leave it for the rest of you guys to get. Mythical Beast Basilisk, however you say that card's name. I'm gonna go ahead and need one in super special, super, whatever they are, they have a copy of it. I'm gonna pick one up from them. Now, Mythical Beast Jackal is $1? Yikes. Well, I mean, that's a tough one to swallow, and it doesn't look like none of our current sellers that we've been buying from has the card, so, man, we'll just go ahead and get the first near mint, which is, sure, I'll go ahead and buy from these guys. So we're already at $33, and we're looking at our next move. I actually think that Mystical Bestiary is one of the better cards for being able to put spell counters on your deck. Now, keep in mind, we want to be able to special summon Mythical Beast Jackal King, and when we get that monster to our side of the field, it's almost a win for us. We can't be Nibiru'd, and the more Jackal Kings we can summon to our side of the field, what if we actually moved away from what normal pendulum decks do? Normally, pendulum decks want to go through the extra deck and then summon all of these negate monsters to the side of the field to prevent the opponent from playing Yu-Gi-Oh! My thought process right now is that we just ignore that we go through the extra deck. We don't care about Supreme King Dragon Darkworm, which secret rare is a little expensive. It's $4 to $5, and nobody really wants to play commons. Also, the Supreme King Dragon Darkworm can be seen as a brick. We also will need to dedicate other resources to be able to spell summon certain dragon monsters to gain its effect, and that could be just a little more expensive. So I'm gonna go ahead and move away from the extra deck build and go more towards a more conventional build. Now that I think about it, all of the Endemion monsters, hold on, don't they all have an effect that special summon another monster? Each time, blah, 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 from your hand. Yeah, oh! Boy, we're gonna play two more. We're actually gonna play 3 Reflection of Endemion. That's only 58 cents too. Then we're gonna play 3 Magister. I'm pretty sure this is the one that spell summons from the extra deck. That's not that expensive. You know, we can work with this. We're getting there. We're gonna play 3 copies of Endemion Mighty Magister of Magic. We are at $38. And then we are going to play 2 Secret Village of the Spellcasters. I got one from Super Special Awesome. Yikes, do we really want to play a secret in a common? Do we really want to be under that $100? This is just one of those things we gotta ask ourselves. So it looks like I'm playing that secret. And I'm also going to be playing that common, I apologize. But yeah, we're gonna play a secret in a common. I feel like I should just play 2 commons at this point in time. But hey, we got it, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think there's any other Endemion cards. Endemion's Lab. This card becomes Magical Citadel. Nah, I'm gonna pass on that. We're gonna be pretty bad, but we're not gonna be that bad. And we're still actually gonna be pretty competitive. So looking at our list, we have 23 items in the cart, and we're at $41, a little less than half. It's not looking good right now, but keep in mind we're at 1, 4, 7. We're at 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17, 20, 23 cards in our deck, and we kind of went through the more expensive cards. Now, I know I'm going to need Allure of Darkness because I do play quite a few darks. Not only will this supplement a spell counter on our Endemion cards and our cards that require spell counters, but it allows us to dig deeper into our deck. Now, common Allure are $5. That is a shame. All common Allures seem to be $5. Huh. Now that I think about it, I don't think we really need Allure of Darkness. You know, I think Allure is a bad card. I made a video on that. We need the Allure of Darkness. So let me just go ahead into the structure deck. Merrick. And yeah, it looks like we're going to have to pay about $5 each for these Allures. It doesn't seem to be a way around it, but if I'm going to pay for swag... Nah, I'm not paying for swag because I guess super rares are $6. So yeah, it's pretty consistent all the way across the board. We're gonna go ahead and buy the cheapest person with 3. Yeah, it looks like we're just gonna go ahead and pick up your Allure Darknesses. So we're at $52 with 3 Allure Darknesses. Unfortunately, we had to. You know, we need our boy Upstart Goblin because Upstart Goblin is going to be the card to play. And we don't play damage. I mean, one thing I do wanted to pride this on is that we're not going to select damage cards. We're gonna get them near mint swaggies. So, no, that's not near mint. Dark Beginning, Spell Ruler. So Spell Ruler seems like a pretty good option to go to. It's starting off cheap, about $3 for one copy. We're at 55 now. Look, thinking about it, we need to put as many spell counters on cards as possible, and I actually know a card that was reprinted in the Battles of Legends. It is Into the Void, which was really popular with the YCS London going around. And let's go ahead and pick up 3Ds. It should be cheap for an ultra rare. The ultra rares are $8. Okay, so there might be another version of Into the Void. As that says view all versions, so we're gonna go ahead and view all versions. Show me all these versions, ladies and gentlemen. I'm pretty sure like there's only ulti and there's only these, which is not gonna be good. Into the Void. Go ahead and type it up so it'll bring up all versions. There's an ultra rare, which is $8. There's an ultimate rare, which is, yeah, we're not buying that. And then there's the other ultra rare, which is $10. So, God, these are pretty expensive cards. I don't think we'll be able to afford Into the Voids, which is really unfortunate. I want to put them inside. I'm actually going to go ahead and still put them inside the cart. If we do go over, then we'll obviously take them back out. And wow, that's $80. That is crazy. That was $30 out of our budget for 3 Into the Voids. I'm not 100% happy about that, but it is what it is. Miss Valley Apex Avion, staying true to the build that we want to play. We want to be able to put negates on our side of the build without using our extra deck, mainly because we too broke to afford an extra deck. So I'm going to go ahead and purchase 3 copies of Miss Valley Apex Avion for 25 cents. And then looking at the extra deck, of course, we're going to need heavy metal foes Electromite. Electromite is going to be a must for every Pendulum deck, so it doesn't really matter about the price, or as how does that song go? It don't matter about the price, just throw it in the bag. I'll stop. Moving on, we're gonna play Terraforming, and then a super secret tech after the Terraforming we are going to play. I'm gonna grab the cheapest Terraforming. We're gonna play Secret Village of the Spellcasters. Now, Secret Village of the Spellcasters can completely shut the opponent down. What it does is that while you control the spellcaster monster and your opponent doesn't control the spellcaster monster, they can't activate spell cards. If you look at decks like Sky Striker, they won't be able to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Because the Demise builds only play Sky Striker Ace Ray. And if you look at Orcus, while they don't play a ton of spell cards, they don't play any spellcaster monsters, so they'll be in a pretty bad bind too. So looking into, I think we can go ahead and splurge just a little bit. You know, we out there, ladies and gentlemen. We go splurge and get a super rare Secret Village for $2. Yeah, looks like we're gonna have to pay $2 no matter what. So we're gonna splurge and get a super rare Secret Village. And looking at what we have, that's the extra deck. So 3, 4, 7, 10, 11, 14, 15, 15 plus 3 is 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 26, 29, 32, 35. So we're at $99.11. Yikes. And we're at 35 cards in our main deck. That means Into the Voids, you're gonna have to go. I'm gonna go ahead and remove the Into the Voids and bring us down to $68, which is quite the bit of wiggle room. We're actually gonna go ahead and place, of course, the best card for Pendulums is going to be Pot of Desires. I desire this card to be in my deck. And as in looking at it, I might as well just get the ultra rares. They're the same as the commons. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get 3 copies of Pot of Desires, bringing us back up to 35. And I feel like we need more spell cards in this deck, because we want to be able to activate as many spell cards as possible to get spell counters on our cards so we can special summon and be able to disrupt our opponent. I don't have, okay, I do. Where's my spell power grasp? The one that spell power control. How come I'm not playing this card? Spell power control, mastery. My apologies. So we're gonna play 3 spell power mastery. I mean, because I should have been playing this in the first place. I really don't know what else to say. It's gonna bring us up to 80. That brings us up to 38 cards in the main deck. More spell cards off the top of my head. Whoa, Into the Void would have been nice, but you guys know how that go. Let's actually look up a secret tech. I think it was Ken. I saw it in a YCS build for YCS London. He was actually playing Kai Den Kendo Spirit. Oh man, we're gonna play 3. Do we even need 3 copies? If this card is Pendulum Summon, return it to your hand. So it's a free spell counter, and it's a level 9 monster that allows us to bring out our level 9 cards. Actually, I think we're gonna go ahead and you know, we're gonna try out 3 of them, because in theory we'll be able to Pendulum Summon a monster to our side of the field, bounce this card to our hand, and then activate it again as another spell counter, which should give us more negations in theory. So looking at our main board, we're gonna have 3, 4. Actually, I know another card I should be playing too. The Mythical Beast cards are actually pretty good. I'm gonna play 2 copies of Institution. And then I'm gonna turn around and play, I hope I'm already playing 3 of these, but no, I'm just gonna go ahead and play 2 of this. I don't need 3. So we're at $83. That is crazy good right now. All we need to do is build an extra deck. So let's go ahead and look at our main board and what exactly we can afford right now. So Sayuja Scold Red is immediately a card that comes to mind. I think we can afford a Borreload. So Borreload. We got a Borreload Dragon. Oh yeah, it's a oh, we can splurge, ladies and gentlemen. We can go for the Big Daddy Borrel Boy. We can go ahead and get a $2 Borreload for $2.20. Well, obviously for $2, but we can splurge, ladies and gentlemen. Oh boy, I have never felt this much happiness getting low rarity cards for cheap. Just finding a discount. Nightmare Phoenix is a musty card. We do not need this card. Wait, hold on. View all versions, because the ultra is $5. We have to play it. I have to justify it. We have to play that card. It's a good card. So moving on, Nightmare Unicorn is $4. This card is actually going back up in price. We're gonna go ahead and play that. That brings us to $93. Sayuja Skull Dread. We're gonna play one of those. That's gonna bring us up to $95. Abyss Dweller. I don't think we can make Abyss Dweller. Can we make Abyss Dweller? I don't think we can make Abyss Dweller. So currently we are at $100.20. I think we pretty much did it. We established a deck that isn't that much expensive. I'm gonna go ahead and play Zephyr Metaltron. And I think Zephyr Metaltron is it can't be more than $1. Yeah, we'll go ahead and play the Zephyr Metaltron. Yes, I'm going a little bit over $100, but keep in mind, this is still really cheap right now. This is a very competent, very competitive Pendulum deck that looks like it's going to work. So we have one of those, and I'll play the Odd Eyes because I do play quite a bit of level 7. So I'll play the Odd Eyes Vortex. I don't know why I typed in Odd Eyes, like it's gonna give me something else. I'll play Odd Eyes Vortex. Do I just type in Vortex? Reminds me of Crash Bandicoot. Vortex. So yeah, Odd Eyes Vortex is a secret rare, is $1. We have Pause Joker with 67-cent versions, and then we'll play Absolute. And I'll leave you guys to work on that extra deck. So Absolute Dragon, because from there we don't really focus on the extra deck in this particular deck, so we don't necessarily need it other than just the really small cards. It says that I'm at 96.97, so we shouldn't count chipping, but whatever, guys. As you guys can see, moving on, we're going to be focusing on a Pendulum deck that doesn't go through the extra deck. That would be the cheapest way, and doesn't use a Guard Dragon engine, because some of the dragon monsters that we want to special summon are relatively expensive. In this particular build, we're going to run 1 copy of Heavy Metal Foes Electromite because it's limited, Nightmare Phoenix because we splurge, and then Pot of Desires, 3 copies of those cards. You can't really do without Pot of Desires. I want to run more copies of Mythical Beast Garuda, but again, again, we're at that $100 price tag so closely right now. Zephyr Metaltron, Mythical Beast Master Cerberus at 3. This is going to be our starter card instead of running the instead of running the Abyss Actor Curtain Raiser, which is currently at $4 each, or running a very, very silly chronograph engine, which doesn't do anything. Mythical Beast Master Cerberus can actually retain counters and spell summon Jackal King to our side of the field, which means we won't be Nibiru'd. Mist Valley Apex Avion will be a great card because it negates your opponent's monster effects, terraforming to search our field spells. Mythical Beast Jackal King is the most important card of the deck. We don't want to be Nibiru'd. Upstart Goblin, Borolo Dragon, because we can afford it, I guess. Mythical Beast Bestiary to get spell counters on our cards. Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon, Endamian the Master of Magic, because it's amazing. So you just Skull Dread. I don't think we'll ever be able to put 4 monsters to our side of the field, but let's just face it. Saryuja Skull Dread was $1. Can we really argue with that price tag? Mythical Beast Jackal, because we kind of need it. It spell summons Mythical Beast monsters to our side of the field. Secret Village of the Spellcasters to prevent our opponent from playing Yu-Gi-Oh! This one of is our win condition against our opponent's best decks. Mythical Institution, because it's an amazing search card and we do play a spell counter deck. Magical City of Endamian, because spell counter deck. Mythical Beast Balshik, because Mythical Beast spell counter deck, and Kendo Spirit, which is a secret tech to allow us to get more spell counters on our cards. Of course, we play the Magister era of the Endamian engine with 3 Magister, 3 Reflections, 3 Servant, and then we finish it off with a Nightmare Unicorn, Spell Power Mastery, Allure of Darkness, bringing us at $100 and $101.86. You guys can finish off the extra deck however you want to, but this deck isn't built for the extra deck. Thank you guys so much for watching another segment of the TheCaliEffect. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a like, and if you really did, consider joining our Patreon. We have so many awesome rewards. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, but most of all, enjoy. I hope you guys are having a great day, like I am.